Hi, Sam here. I'm going to continue with my restoration, but first of all I'm going to test these potentiometers that are in it before I put them in. Now, I've tested with the meter and they all seem to work okay with the meter, but I think the real proof would be to put some audio through them and listen for any crackles or scratchiness. This one is the RIT. This is the HF pot, the high frequency one. It's a wire wound one. I've done the low frequency one, the audio frequency one. This is the RIT, which may not be used, but I had to bend these tabs up here. I used a pair of pliers just to bend them up, and when I open it, you'll see it's quite a robust design. It's a real chunky carbon track here. It's I'll zoom out a little. There's a couple of nuts here holding these contacts on. This one is riveted, the middle one. I've loosened that one. What I did do was take these off and clean them up. So I'm going to take this one off with I got it finger tight anyway. That's how I removed it. So it's well made. There's a small nylock nuts there. So that is the track. It shows up. That's quite nice at the moment. What I did was brush it with a very soft toothbrush and some ethanol, which I have here. So I just gently brush the track, especially near the edge, but it wasn't really that bad dust wise. So I'll leave that one to dry out now. This is one of the connections. Disconnect. I use this little razor. It's made for printed circuit boards for cleaning the copper pads up. So I just cleaned up the ends here. It comes up quite nicely. Right, so I'll connect up my the low frequency, the audio volume control, and I'll test it. Show you how I test it there. Well, I put this knob on to make it easier to move. This is the low frequency pot, the volume control. I put some screen cables on it. On the outer terminals here, I have this one, which a small bit of a jack plug on it. So I'm going to connect this to my audio source. So it goes onto the input of the pot. The output of the pot is going to go off to a little amplifier I have and through a speaker. This one here is an earth connection just because it's picking up some hum from the mains, 50 Hz ripple, picking it up from the bench and all the equipment here. So I put a small earth wire on it and it cut out the hum altogether. So I'll just connect that up and we'll see what it sounds like. Well, that's the radio I'm going to connect it to, internet radio there. Just turn the volume down. Right, and then I'm going to connect it up to this little amplifier here, and play it through that speaker. Let's see how that goes. Right, that's it set to the minimum, and the volume control on the amplifier's got it down. I'll stop turning it up now. Sound now. I don't know if you can hear it on the microphone. So far, no crackling on the pot. It's going up quite smoothly as well. Feels quite smooth on the movement. A bit loud now. That's maximum there. Not one bit of crackling or noise. I'm quite happy with that then. That was the same for the other pot, the HF pot here. Tried it earlier. Well, that's not bad. I think I'll happily put that in the radio next time. So that's what I'm going to do next, is get this pot anyway connected. That goes on the above the chassis. get that in and start wiring it up along with the IF cans. That's the next thing I want to do. So hopefully that was of interest, and it was a good way of testing the pot. I know you can do it on a meter and see the meter moving, but it's not quite the same as hearing it. Okay, thank you, and catch you next time.